Hey guys, I'm so excited to be in Byron today. I'm going to be vlogging my adventures through this town. I'm having a solo adventure, and then later I'm meeting up with my pal from Confidence Man and also Moses Gun Collective, so it's going to be a good freaking day. Butterflies. My boot on the pole. I was using this as a tripod and it was very efficient. And you know what? MacGyver tripod maker strikes once again. But how crazy beautiful is it here? This is just on the beach, like, oh, it's amazing. Stay tuned. Spaghetti. The sky looks so nice. All the people out there who are living their lives and don't know about Kate Bush. It's okay guys, because you can learn and you can figure it out. I was at a friend's farewell party the other day and there was this ska band playing and it had trumpets, and I was like just watching them, and I had this intense moment of realizing that I really like trumpets. I just realized that I really need more trumpet in my life. So yeah, I developed a appreciation for trumpets and realized that I really like trumpets.
Selfies.
There is a different busker on every street corner of Byron.
The sounds of Byron.
Yeah.
The many sounds of Byron. You got reggae, acoustic reggae.
We got
electro
country.
reggae. A little bit of country. There's lots of things to see and do.
There's gravel to see.
Yeah.
There's a light post to see.
That's Byron Bay organic gravel. That's expensive gravel right there. Locally sourced, organic. I feel like there's like probably been many different scenes and things happen in this park.
Yeah. Different journeys.
Different journeys, different rhythms.
Totally. Lots of different rhythms.
Different 5/12s. Quite nice.
A lot of people in Byron Park, guys, at night time. Yeah, so I did write down questions, but they're in my bag, and my bag's tied up, and the camera's sitting on it, so I'm gonna remember them. Do boys get angry at you for telling them to sit down?
You better sit down, boy. You better take a seat.
Yeah, some of them do, I think. Yeah, I think there's a population out there of bitter old bastards that don't like it very much. Well, I think it's probably more Janet telling them to sit down.
Really?
Yeah, totally. Unfortunately so. But,
you know, I think more men probably totally get turned on with her telling them to sit down.
you know, like it probably just comes out in this anger because they're confused or something.
Do you know the photographer James Adams?
Yeah.
He pointed at you and he goes, "That guy's the lead singer of one of my favourite bands." Because
Oh,
he's
that's
such a big
sweet.
fan, and I knew I was interviewing you. I asked him if he had any questions for you.
Oh, really?
I did. It was
Oh,
so
that's
cute.
nice.
And so he had 3 questions, and I will ask you them now from James.
All right. Yeah,
No
old Jamesy
disruption.
boy. He's a real sweetheart.
He's such a sweetheart. He
Great
does it
photographer. Great guy.
right. All-rounder.
We've become good friends since then,
Oh,
actually.
really? I love that.
Yeah. I'm going to interview you one day, James. Via her. I'm going to send through the questions. It's going to be great.
I love great idea. I love that. So these are his questions. Just him doing my journalist work for me. Thank you, James.
Just outsourcing.
I love it.
Just outsourcing.
I'm outsourcing.
Smart. See? Going to be big one day.
Thank you.
This is how you do it.
What motivates you to play in your psych band when you have a big pop dance act that's killing it internationally?
I guess like the other band I was playing in before, Confidence Man, Moses Gun Collective, we've got another album that's there and it's nearly
so
done.
You guys are still happening?
Yeah, well, it's been kind of put on the back burner a little bit, just with all the crazy stuff that's been going on. Moses Gun was doing pretty good, and we just haven't really played any gigs for a little while.
Yeah.
It's hard when you have a band and there's like,
Everyone's
4 or
still
5 people involved and life happens.
I'm excited that you guys are still, it's not over.
Yeah, no, it's never
and that's
over.
Good.
Yeah.
Things take time, music takes time. I think everyone understands that, but I think everyone will be so happy to hear that you guys are still a thing.
Coming back, baby.
I love that. That's so good.
You heard it here first. I think Greenette just bit my finger.
James also asks, number 2 question, do your influences bleed across all the music you make, or do you have separate influences for the separate styles of music that you make?
They probably do bleed, I guess.
Yeah. James, they obviously bleed. Everyone's, we're products of our environment. Okay, next question from James. Last one. Leaving your beloved home of Brisbane, was it hard, and what effect does it have on your process?
It wasn't that hard, I think, just because it was time to move, and I've been there for so long, had a really great time there, and was just excited to live somewhere else. So it wasn't really like it was a little bit sad, but it wasn't like a real big upheaval and like stressful or anything. It was kind of exciting, and then when I got down to Melbourne, it was great. Sort of went to a whole bunch of sort of different things that I wouldn't have gone to back in Brizzy, and a lot of like raves and stuff, and
Nice.
and yeah, I probably picked up a few little like tricks getting doused with all this dance music.
Okay, give me your tips on how you keep your eyeliner so immaculate whilst raving crazily on the stage, because you guys have to have some.
We get the good stuff, and you just have to lay it on real thick.
Really?
Real thick. We realised after the first couple of shows that Janet is actually terrible at it, and so I do her eyes and mine every show, and one day she's gonna like pay me back for this somehow. I don't know how, but
With an amazing makeup portfolio.
Yeah.
You can be a makeup artist and say, look at all I've done.
But it'd just be like 300 photos of just like wings and just Janet every time. But I can do them really well.
That's amazing. Are you do you paint or draw?
I do really like painting and drawing. I do it probably not as much as I'd like to these days, but I reckon when I get older, sitting in a shack in a bush somewhere, then that's probably what I'll do a lot of.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's exciting.
One day.
It's
Right now it's dancing time. Too many things to do.
Yeah. Do you find it hard as like a creative person, spreading yourself thin over all of your expressionistic ways? I know you understand that.
I totally get it. I totally feel ya. Well, I guess like, the main thing is just using the energy when you have it, and like no one's ever gonna, the rare person will be creative all the time, like a machine just pumping stuff out, but 99% of people will go through phases of lots of productivity and then a big chill time. And like, I think the main thing is just knowing when you're like hot to go on something and like putting your energy into it, and then taking a step back and not trying to push it too much.
I call that my incubation period.
Yes. So I do get a bit of downtime here and there.
That's good.
Yeah. When Janet isn't like
Then you can go to the raves.
making me dance all day.
I want to meet her. She has a cool vibe.
She's pretty cool. I just don't want to say it because she's going to watch this and her head is bigger and bigger and bigger.
That could be the selling act of confidence, man.
Like a freak show, like come see the biggest heads in showbiz.
Okay, so let's while we're in the good lighting, let's do a plug.
What should I plug?
Everything. Plug your like the opening of your fucking third eye.
This is my new line of socks. You can get them at Woolworths and Kmart, but I make them all myself, so no sweatshops. And I don't know what to plug. We got a tour coming up.
Dude, that's a great thing to plug.
That is a good thing. But I can't remember the dates or anything. But I know it's coming up soon, in the next month or something.
And you know what, people, like we said earlier about the James Brown interviews and David Bowie interviews from long ago, people will be watching this in 10 years.
Oh, this is going to be gold.
And to them, hello, and just look up your name and you'll be doing something fabulous. Or a painting. Buy one of his paintings if you're watching this 20 years from now.
Yeah, it's not painted yet, but it's going to be good. Watch the cars. That could be massive though, if I was run over on film in the middle of your interview.
Wow.
That would blow it up right there. We got the many sounds of Byron. People just want something different.
What people want ain't what they always gonna get.
Finesse. It's like
Finesse and manifest. I'm really excited to see your show. Maybe we'll do a little catch up after the show and tell the people how it went if you can.
Yeah, we could do that, totally. Yeah, see, I like this program because it's like chill.
It's fucking really chill.
It gets stressful. I was in Sydney doing a media day last week for the Con Man album, and it was hectic.
Why?
It was just well, just like doing like 10 interviews in a row of a lot of the same questions, and it's hard to like act excited all the time.
I'm really tired. Okay, I need to let me bring energy back into my life and then I'm going to be really good at this. Okay. Wow, that show was great. How do you feel about your performance?
I feel good. Like, pretty good. Musicians fuck up all the time, they don't tell you.
Look at my fucking camera. Like,
Sweet all the time.
why does my camera do that? It's like Flippy McGee. I think my camera is just like on drugs. It's an on drugs machine.
You give that camera drugs.
Thank you everyone for watching our video.
Thanks.
It's been an amazing pleasure.
It's been the biggest pleasure ever.
The biggest one.
Moral of the story is go make a YouTube channel, make $1 million, sell Pepsi, sell Sprite, and then like use it to like take them down and save the planet.